What happens when an internet story becomes a real-life nightmare? From cursed games, faceless figures, to a smiling dog that brings death. These are the 5 most terrifying creepypastas ever told. Prepare yourself, because after this video, you might never sleep peacefully again. The Rake. What would you do if you woke up and saw something crouching at the foot of your bed? Witnesses describe a pale, hairless creature, humanoid but twisted, with long claws dragging across the floor. Its eyes glow faintly in the dark, and it moves on all fours. They call it the Rake. One family reported waking up to see the creature crouched beside their child's bed, watching, but not moving. By the time they screamed, the creature was gone, leaving only deep scratches across the wall. Others claim they woke up paralyzed, unable to move, as the Rake climbed onto their chest, breathing heavily inches from their face. Every story ends the same way, with nightmares that never stop. So tonight, if you feel something watching you in the dark, don't open your eyes, because if you do, the Rake will know you're awake. Smile Dog. Imagine a picture that could ruin your life with just one look. The image is known as Smile Dog. At first glance, it looks like a husky, but with a disturbingly wide grin. Those who saw it claimed they were haunted by the same nightmare every night. Over time, the victims lost their sanity, fell into depression, and eventually took their own lives. They say there's only one way to escape the curse. Share the picture with someone else. Pass it on. That's why the image still exists online, hidden in forums and even social media today. So if one day you receive a strange picture of a smiling dog, don't open it, because once you see it, your life may never be the same again. Jeff the Killer. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night and hearing a whisper, "Go to sleep." Jeff was once an ordinary teenager, until one tragic incident changed everything. His body was burned, his skin turned pale, and his mouth carved into a permanent grin. Since then, Jeff lost his sanity. He began breaking into homes silently, just to watch people sleep, and when they wake up, he whispers the same chilling words before ending their lives. It sounds like fiction, but some people swear they've felt someone watching them in their room at night. So if you feel like someone's standing in the corner of your room tonight, don't turn around, because it might just be Jeff. Slender Man. Have you ever felt like something is watching you from the trees? Careful, it might not be human. Across many countries, there are reports of a tall, thin figure wearing a black suit. Strangely, his face is blank, no eyes, no mouth. Children are often the victims. They see him from afar, and then vanish without a trace. Some survivors claim they felt dizziness, nightmares, and a shadow that never left them. No one knows if Slender Man is real, or just an illusion born from fear itself. So if you're ever alone in the woods, and see a faceless tall man, don't stare too long, because maybe he's already waiting for you. Been drowned. Have you ever played a game that felt like it was playing you back? A gamer once bought an old Zelda Majora's Mask cartridge from a stranger. At first, it looked normal, but then, strange glitches appeared. The character in the game moved on its own, with text saying, "You shouldn't have done that." The gamer discovered the cartridge was cursed by a boy named Ben, who had drowned. The haunting became so real that even outside the game, he felt Ben's presence. So if your game ever glitches and whispers something, don't ignore it, because maybe it's not just a game. You've made it to the end, which means you're brave enough to face these stories. But out there, Many creepypastas are even darker. Comment your favorite creepypasta below, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next horror story.